Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. The question is asking, which of the following does not represent a constant rate of change? And the key word here is not. So go ahead and underline the keyword or circle it. Okay. So we have all these ordered pairs, and we want to know which one does not have a constant rate of change. So the first thing I'm going to do is represent all these in tabular form. So the first answer has all these ordered pairs. So I'm going to represent that in tabular form. So my X is always on the left-hand side, and my Y is always on the right-hand side. So X and Y. Okay. The first ordered pair is 0 and 0. So I'm going to write 0, 0. The next ordered pair is 9 and 1. So I'll write 9. The X is always on the left-hand side, so I put 9 and 1. The next ordered pair is 18 and 2. So I'm going to put 18 and 2. The next ordered pair is 27 and 3, so I'll put 27 and 3. So now the question is asking which does not represent a constant rate of change. So the first thing I do is find the rate of change for these ordered pairs, this table. We know that our rate of change, and please write this down, rate of change is the same thing as slope, which is m, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So go ahead and write that down. My rate of change is the same as slope, which is the same as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's check all these coordinate pairs. So for this first point, my y2 is 1. 1 minus 0. I'm going to label that y2, y1, x2, x1. So 1 minus 0 over 9 minus 0, which is 1/9. And so I try, if it is constant, then it'll be the same throughout. Okay, so I'm going to try for this next set of ordered pairs. So this becomes my y2, that becomes my y1. So the m becomes 2 minus 1 divided by 18 minus 9. Which is 2 out of 1 out of 9, so it becomes 1/9. So it seems to be constant. Let's try for all the coordinate pairs. So we cannot stop here because sometimes the last one may be different. Okay, so let's try the next one. This becomes my y2 and that becomes my y1. Okay, so that's 3 minus 2. Divided by 27 minus 18. And 3 minus 2 is 1. 27 minus 18 is 9. So it's the same constant rate of change throughout, okay? So it's 1/9. However, this represents a constant rate of change of 1/9. So, but the question is asking which does not represent a constant rate of change. However, so our answer is not A, because A represents a constant rate of change. So let's try B. The first thing I'm going to do for B is represent this in tabular form. So you guys go ahead and represent that in tabular form. so it's easier for me to find the slope in that way. Okay, so that's my x and y. The first coordinate pair is 0 and 0. The next coordinate pair is 2 and 10. The next coordinate pair is 5 and 13. The next coordinate pair is 11 and 19. Okay, teachers at this time, please pause the video so the students can find the constant rate of change for each set of coordinate pairs. At this time, please pause the video so the students can find the constant rate of change for each set of coordinate pairs, and when we resume, we'll review what they did. Okay, let's see how you did. My constant rate of change, my rate of change is m, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so my m for the first set, this becomes my y2, that becomes my y1, this becomes my x2, that becomes my x1. So it's going to be 10 minus 0 over 2 minus 0. So it becomes 10 out of 2, so it becomes 5. The next set of coordinate pairs, we have this becomes my y2 and that becomes my y1. So m is 13 minus 10 divided by 5 minus 2. So 13 minus 10 is 3, 5 minus 2 is 3. So this becomes 1. Okay, so we can see that this is not constant because the first slope is 5 and the next one is 1. So the question is asking which does not represent a constant rate of change, so our answer is B, because the slope is not constant throughout.